All right. All right. Excuse me. We are live. My goodness. Great start. Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Ronnie, what is up? Hey, buddy. Oh. Rough start to the week, I tell you. Wow. It's always great when you start and you're like, oh, you already feel like you're losing your voice. Where am I putting this? So unorganized. Oh my goodness. Blood Rain's in the chat. 2 down votes already. I think we know who one is from. Of course. Of course. You see, what happens here, what's happening is, now this is not a pat on my back, but they say the more followers you get or the more attention you bring, the more shit you draw. And that's the shit. What's up, guys? Mr. Frets, Jesse Cole, what is up? Who's messing with J-Boom? Who? I don't know. I'll take it as a compliment, though. Yeah, I get it. WrestleMania isn't everyone's cup of tea. I am going to be watching. I will be doing predictions later this week. I'm not going to be doing like a crap ton of predictions, but I am going to be watching a lot of different shows. This is one of them, the United We Stand predictions. Paul Nelson, good morning from Hawaii, Uncle J-Bone. Good morning to you, Paul. My favorite nephew. What time is WrestleMania? Don't you start, Ronnie. Don't you start. Are my moderators ready for the shitstorm? All right, so this is a blank canvas, okay? I don't have anything predetermined. When I do predictions, I like just doing stuff on the fly. I used to write everything down, all the matches, notes for each one, and now I throw stuff against the wall and see how it goes. Mr. Frets, you recorded a podcast predicting NXT, sent it to you, tweeted. Oh, cool, dude. I will check it out. Yeah, they've got a big show coming up. That's always the takeovers. And I really should watch that more because that does actually have a lot of my favorites from the independents that have been called up recently. Riddle, Ricochet, those guys. I love them. I just don't watch NXT that much. I should watch it more because it is only an hour. But you call them takeout. Oh, be nice, Blood Rain. Some people still like WWE around here, but I hear you. That's not everyone's cup of tea. I know. Is United We Stand a pay-per-view? You could kind of say it. Okay. A nice mug. Yeah, this is one I got from my daughter when she went to Ireland last year. This is what she brought me back. It says, just hanging out in Ireland. And it says it on the inside, and then there's sheep on a wire, whatever. It's one of my favorite mugs. Thinking about the thumbs down. My last video got 7 thumbs down. I think these guys are just creating new accounts just to give thumbs down. So my fans have some of my original fans have become trolls, which is hilarious. It's like, wow, it's it's sad. Sock puppet accounts, yeah, I guess that's what they call them. So yeah, United We Stand originally was supposed to be free on Twitch, which a lot of their independent house shows that aren't TV tapings originally was supposed to be on Twitch, um, and then they decided to move it over to Fight TV, which upset some fans, but also understand that Impact Wrestling is trying to still dig themselves out of that trench that they were a few years ago. They are growing consistently. And I mean consistently. They are going to places all over the country and starting to sell out crowds wherever they go. And that's tremendous growth. Let's think about that for a second. People are buying tickets to see this brand again. Think about that. That's wonderful. They just sold out the 2 dates in Windsor. That's going to be the 4 shows leading up to Rebellion. That is a pay-per-view. But no, this is on Fight TV for $20, I believe, or $19.99, whatever. I think it was also a part of that package that they were trying to sell on Fight TV. I think they're still selling it. There was like a date that you had to like buy it by, but I think they're still selling it. I could be wrong. It was like 7 or it was like a dozen shows for $100 or something like that. Something like that. Original fans are trolls. What the? Yeah, it happens. Sometimes your fans turn on you. It happens. It happens. But that's okay. That's okay. It's By the way, did you check out Cross's short film? Yes, I did. It was very powerful. I'm assuming camera work was done by his cutie patootie, Miss Scarlett Bordeaux. Bordeaux. That's all, folks. Do you have Fight TV? It's a website. Some people can get it on their TVs through like the internet or whatever. If you have a smart TV, you can order stuff. I know I have a smart TV, but I don't, delve into too many internet things on it. I watch Impact on Twitch TV through it. That's about it. Also checked out Pluto. Other than that, I just watch cable stuff and Netflix and Hulu. Yeah, you can get it on your phone. You can get it on your whatever handheld device. You can get it on your computer. You can order on there. But it's $20, so you can't blame them for trying to make a buck during this. All the companies this weekend are trying to make a buck, so championship from Arizona right now, my backyard in Mesa. Oh, okay. To check that out sometime. I know the West Coast is getting some popular wrestlers. According to Wikipedia, Scarlett is a music theater college major. Well. Mezza soprano. That's interesting. My daughter is in college for she's a music major. She has an incredible voice. I've shared a couple videos of her on here once in a while. She has a tremendous voice, and I'm hoping she wants to become like a choir teacher or something like that, but I'm hoping that her talents take her a lot farther than that someday. But yeah, I'm not sure of all the terms and everything, but yeah, she was an alto, I believe, in high school, and they're trying to make her. Her teacher is trying to make her a soprano. He's really pushing her, and she wasn't liking it the first semester, but she's coping with it. She's doing tremendous. She's on the dean's list. Papa J Bone's very proud. Let me just say that. All right, enough chatter. Let's let's jump into this. Let's see the um it doesn't look like there's a lot of matches listed here. The reason why I'm doing this today and I didn't do this earlier is because I had a feeling there were going to be changes. And as of this morning, there are changes to this event. Um so the change, and I have no idea what's going to headline this. This is just kind of like a bunch of, I mean, this is just a lot of kind of like dream matches thrown together in a sense. Not necessarily dream matches, but some of them you could call like dream matches. Um, some changes indeed. We still get a Dragon Gate guy who also does triple A. Yeah, so I mean he's not trying to come in. Yeah, that was one thing that was in the news that I kind of assumed that there were going to be changes to this event was, and let's talk about that match first. The news came out that the people coming in from Dragon Gate, Japan, could not get their visas to come into the U.S. for this coming week, this week, for these events, wherever they were all scheduled for. I'm not sure. There's so many. There's like, what, 2 dozen, 3 dozen events across the New Jersey, New York area. Um, so many. But the only one I know, as far as people actually from um, Dragon, that would said they were from Dragon Gate, that stood out that I knew I was going to watch, was Rich Swann defending his championship against Yamato, and in his place they've got Flamita. Now I've heard of this guy. I'm not super familiar with him. He's a guy more from the lucha libre side of things, triple A and other places, I'm sure. I think he's also, did he recently do a Ring of Honor show? I'm not sure. But I've heard a lot of positive things about this. Um, just looking at him offhand, he almost when I saw the picture, I was like, hey, that's Phoenix. But no, that's not Phoenix. He's he's scheduled for another match. I was like, wow, Phoenix is working double time for this event. I hope they're paying him handsomely. But no, it's not Phoenix. It's Flamita. So um Jackson Parker, I'm watching for free. I'm sure some other people will too. Uh Blood Rain says he's damn good. I'm sure he is. They wouldn't want to book him if he wasn't, especially if his name is getting thrown around as someone. If your name gets around more, it's certainly either very good or very bad. But I think it's certainly for positive reasons. So, um, now if this Now, you should never assume anything. Like I said a million times, and I'll say it a million more. You should never assume anything in the world of wrestling, of course. Um, but I don't see any title changes happening here. In fact, I think this one and the women's, or excuse me, knockouts. And well, it's the knockouts is the women's, but I believe this and the knockouts are the only championships on the line. I don't think cards subject to change. Yeah, this is true. Whoa, stop playing in my ears. I'm on the wrestling, the Impact Wrestling site, and all of a sudden that promo started playing. Did you ever dream you could fly? It's like, get out of my ear. um, is the Lucha Brothers one for the tag team? I'm just quick reading the article. I don't think. No, it's an Extreme Dream match. No, it's not. They're not defending them. They're just wrestling RVD and Sabu. Okay. So Rich Swann facing Flamita. I think Rich Swann retains here, but I have absolutely no doubt that these guys are going to tear the house down. If I had to pick one to, let me ask you guys, out of the what looks like 5 do you dream you could fly? Yes, many times I've dreamt I could fly. And leap tall buildings in a single bound as well. Crazy dreams I have sometimes. Out of these 5 matches, and I'm sure we're going to get more like impromptu matches, like just, because there's going to be so many people available that weekend. Why not just, why not, but I'm not going to predict any. But yeah, let me know live who you think is going to, take these. Do you think, I mean, I certainly think Flamita has a chance, but let me know who you think are they going to win these as I'm going through these. I think Swann's going to win this one. And also, who do you think should headline this event? Do you think the knockouts should headline like WWE is having the ladies headline theirs? Oh, excuse me. Or do you think it should be the Lucha Brothers? Or do you think maybe the Monsters Ball between Jimmy Havoc and Sammy Callahan? That'd be interesting. I know they've headlined before. Swann isn't dropping his title. Trolls will say Impact is copying the WWE. Yeah. I mean, they've copied each other, let's be honest. Lucha Brothers versus Sabu and RVD should headline. Okay. Maybe Scarlett Bordeaux can headline. She's not in this event, strangely enough. She's not in the knockouts match. We'll get to that though. Okay, so we talked about Swann. Let's talk about the Monsters Ball. Now, the last time Impact was in the UK, which was last summer or last fall, I don't remember the name of the event, but I remember I watched it and it was really good. LAX faced a couple of guys from the UK, some UK legends. That was ridiculous. Or was that just a few months ago? I can't remember. But I know Callahan has faced Jimmy Havoc a few times within the last year. Once on MLW as well. And that match, oh my God. Between that match and the match they had in the UK was just, oh God. Um, I don't remember who did what to who. I think I remember. Callahan put Tax down in the ring, took Jimmy Havoc's shoes or boots, whatever he wears. I think it was shoes. Took his shoes off and had him land bare feet on the Tax. And I just, oh man, I was just thinking about it. I was like, oh my God, my feet are so sensitive. I would probably have a stroke on the spot. Not lying. My brain would be like, no, that's it. We're out of here. Put the fork in J-Bone. Good night. I will kick you in your face if you try to tickle me. My feet are horrible. I think this match between Callahan and Jimmy Havoc will be one for the books. Let me know who you guys think is going to win this one, this Monsters Ball. I mean, these guys have just really torn the hell out of each other before. Blood Rain, you think Cross is going to show up? Okay. We'll get to that. I have a feeling I know if and where he'll show up. Although he's kind of said, nah, I don't think I'm going to be there. We'll see. Blood Rain says Havoc will get his revenge. You know what? I kind of have a feeling Havoc will. Havoc certainly making a name for himself in a few different places. Here. He's going back to he took a break from MLW. He's going back to MLW. He's also being signed by AEW. And see, that's the thing about the AEW stuff. I don't know if it's I mean, they have not announced TV yet, so none of these talent signings, I don't think they're exclusive. As in, okay, once you're signed, you can't wrestle anywhere else. They're letting them get their independent dates in, which is fine. So I don't know if they're just being signed for dates in 2019, and then once TV comes, then they'll become more exclusive. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to assume anything right now. But I know Jimmy Havoc is going to be a part of AEW. What are they? They're bringing him in for Double or Nothing, I believe. I think their Battle Royal, maybe? Not sure. It'll snow in July. Meltzer praised Impact. Yeah, I saw that. That's crazy. Yeah, well, I mean, if you're talking about consistency in booking and content and everything, he's not lying. I've been saying that for the last year straight. Called it better than Raw and SmackDown. Yes. Yeah, it's crazy. It's true. Week after week, people are really noticing. I can't tell you how many times I see on social media saying, "Oh my god, I heard this happened on Impact Wrestling. Maybe I should start watching again." And I tell them every single time. Number one, you've been missing out. Number two, yes, you absolutely should. Because so who wins the Monsters Ball at United We Stand? Jimmy Havoc or Callahan? I'm going to give this one to Havoc because I think it's kind of a, 50-50 booking thing, but like Callahan won the last one. We'll give Havoc this one. I think he deserves to shine at this event. And, a loss from Callahan at this point doesn't hurt him at this kind of event. Let's see. Let's talk about the knockouts next. This is a unique one. This is for the knockouts title, one of the two title matches at United We Stand from Impact Wrestling. We have Taya defending against Jordan Grace, which she just lost because Taya ran away. We also have Rosemary. Very interesting. Great to see her in the ring, getting her. I mean, I love the segments that they do in the Undead Realm and stuff like that. But I love that she's, back, I don't think she's wrestling, 20 times a week or anything like that, but she's back for in-ring competition. So I think this coming, weekend, whatever, is really going to be a true test for her to see how good she really is, We also have the debut of Miss Katie Forbes, aka Chloe Hertz from Wow, which I think many people will say wow when they see her. So yeah, I've seen a few matches of hers, Katie Forbes, on Wow. I haven't looked up a bunch of her other like YouTube videos and stuff, but I may, before the event just to, see what she's like. Not a tremendous skill set, but she certainly does, get a following. So who do you guys think is going to win this one? I think many assume right off the bat that Taya is going to defend successfully, but I mean, we could get we could get something shocking, but I don't think we're going to because I think they got to stay in tune with what's going on at the tapings. And from what I haven't looked up anything, but I'm pretty sure Taya's still champ. I think she took a bad bump the other day. She got a black eye, yesterday or the day before. I don't think anything is extremely damaged. No eye socket breaking. She just got just a nasty black eye. I think she put some ice on it for a few days. I think she'll be fine for the event. I don't foresee her not defending her championship that day. I think she will absolutely be there. Racist fan rocks. What's up? Critical Sting is here. I am the turnbuckle. That's kind of like I am the table. Yeah, I saw the picture. She smacked the turnbuckle, the bottom turnbuckle. That's crazy. You think it's going to lead to further the Jordan Scarlett feud? That could be. Should preview Blackcraft Wrestling? No apologies. Is that going to be an event that's coming this week at in New York? I know a lot of different little companies have events this week. Is that one of them? I mean, I've certainly heard of them, but I don't follow them or anything. I know that's the one that's in what, L.A. or something, L.A. or Vegas, something like that. Yes, it's going to be in Jersey. Okay, well, maybe I'll look it up and see. I don't think I'm going to preview too many of these independent shows, but I am going to hunt out certain ones and watch them, and then I may review them. I know one of the ones I'm going to be watching is Shane Strickland's last show he's doing for Pro Wrestling Revolver. I believe that's the company that it is going to be. I got to find out what day that is. I think the events start, I think they start Wednesday. Don't quote me on that. But there's so many. It's like your head's going to spin. Um, and I know there's a lot of people just in the New York, New Jersey area for these events, and they're not even attending WrestleMania. They're going home on Sunday. It is what it is. The main event is David Starr versus Johnny Blackcraft. I'm not going to list all the names, but I know who you're talking about. Okay. David Starr. Interesting. Wonder how good Flamita is. Always seems to be Bandito's tag partner. Oh, that's what I've heard, is that he's Bandito's tag partner. That's interesting. So maybe he'll if he's, I don't know who he's like specifically signed with, but I know Bandito signed with the Ring of Honor. I don't know if he's with AAA, then there's only going to be so many places he can go. No wrestling on Sunday. Blood, rain, or horrible. Okay, so back to the Knockouts title match. Who do you think is going to win this? I think Taya's going to retain, but I can't wait to see this. I'm also hoping that with Allie departing from Impact Wrestling for good now, she's signed with AEW, and from what it looks like, if you watch the latest Being the Elite, it looks like there might be something going on between Allie and Brandy Rhodes. Possibly a match for Double or Nothing. Be interesting. And Brandy Rhodes almost looking like she's playing the corporate heel. Maybe. We'll see. I know she originally said a few months ago that she was going to take a step back and let the other women shine at this event. We'll see. We'll see. Or maybe they're going to build up to another event because they've got a few different events coming up. We'll see. But who wins this one? I think Taya wins this one, but I can't wait. I'm really excited to see Katie Forbes. I know she's tied to RVD, but I certainly hope that Katie Forbes stays with Impact because they need a few more knockouts now. I think, Taya's champ, Jordan's solid, Rosemary's in there. Sue Young, and then they got a couple other girls they bring in like locally, depending on from where they're going. Madison Rain is there, but they could certainly use a few more. Um, it sounds like Alicia Edwards is done. That's I shouldn't assume that, but I think that's kind of what they're going with. With this whole when she was in the ring recently. Maybe she wants to start a family with Eddie Edwards. Can't blame her, you know, although he is a bit of a crazy guy. So, but yeah, can't wait to see this knockouts title match. Allie debuted on this at BTE. Yeah, she was also on the Cody Rhodes last video that they did too. That's how we knew that she was done. But that was let me tell you, that was a shock. Allie versus Brandy could be good. Oh, absolutely. Shotzi Sienna would say Ivelisse, but I don't know. Yeah, man, I would love Ivelisse to join Impact Wrestling. I think she's so talented. I loved her in Lucha Underground and other matches that I've seen. But you never know what the higher ups are looking at and what they want for their company. But we'll see. Her and Tessa aren't. Yeah, I've heard about that. So I don't know if they can squash that, then who knows? All right, what's next here? We've got. Oh, I can do that too. Well, that's a neat little trick. It's like a slideshow. All right. Let's talk the Impact versus Lucha Underground. That is another one that has changed. Oh, wait, I don't even have all the matches here. Where's the. Oh, I'm missing a few here. No, there's way more than 5. Oh, excuse me. I'm like seeing other things pop up on the oh, here we go. Is this all the matches? No, they don't have all the matches there. Well, that is it. Oh my god. Somebody help. So yeah, I almost forgot a couple matches here. Let's talk about the Lucha Underground versus. Okay, that's wrong. But that's okay. I know what the correct one is. The Lucha Underground versus Impact match. Don't worry, guys. I know what the hell I'm doing. Don't try this at home. It's a 4-on-3, which leaves a potential for a surprise, certainly. And I'm hoping I know what that surprise is, but I think there's a few options, and we'll talk about that. From Lucha Underground, which is interesting that they're still using that. But it's the whole tie into AAA, too. So kind of keeps the mystery alive for Lucha Underground. Daga, Drago, Aerostar, and originally was King Cuerno. He is not on the poster for this anymore. It is now Marty the Moth Martinez. Now, I don't know if that means that someone already scooped up Cuerno, aka Phantasma. I have not heard anything, but I saw the change come this morning. So we may hear we may hear something about Phantasma very soon. And I don't know if he was booked for any other dates this week as well. So, but if I hear something, I'll bring it up. Tennille Dashwood is now for reals. That's um this doesn't like you really are calling it now. There will be a Dario Cueto appearance. Oh my god, that would be awesome. I can't think of the actor's name. But yeah, someone call him up and tell him he should show up at this. I know he has shown up before at AAA events in years past. And I think that was leading up to the debut of Lucha Underground, which I thought was like really cool. Um, Need a Marty the Moth / Cross feud, please God. Oh, yes, please God. The wrestling gods above. Yes, absolutely. That would be tremendous. That would be insane. We need, I posted that publicly. Um, so we need more Marty the Moth in Impact Wrestling. It's almost like Impact Wrestling is slowly becoming Lucha Underground. um, Almost. They have the Undead Realm thing, which is kind of, Lucha Undergroundy ish. Is that a word? Oh, it is now. Haferism number 149. Absolutely. So yeah, Marty the Moth is now replacing Cuerno, King Cuerno, Phantasma. It's a 4-on-3. They're facing Cage, Moose, and Eddie Edwards. And that is a very interesting combination. Johnny Impact was in that match, took himself out, and put himself in the Ultimate X match. And I believe that's for a number one contendership. It doesn't say that on the poster here, but I think that's what it is. Oh, it's to earn a future X Division Championship match. That's what it is. So it's kind of like a briefcase match in a sense, kind of sort of. 4-on-3. Number one, who do you think would show up to even out the odds if they have a surprise run in? There's a couple names that come to my mind right away. I think Cross is one of them. I think it's an absolute crime that he's not a part of this. Although he could do a run in and help Johnny win the other match. Although, oh man, would he get the heat for that? Oh my God, would he get the heat? Oh man, if I jinxed that, I am sorry. That's crazy. J-Mode, it's all your fault. Not my fault. Not my fault. Another name, Eli Drake. Would make sense with the whole storyline with Eddie Edwards. Critical Sting, Eli or Cross. There you go. Oh, for crying out loud. Get these lovely little text messages from judges. Please vote for me. Shut up. Not voting for your crap. 9 out of 10 judges love this person. I don't care. Do not care. Um, so yeah, this match certainly has a few different options as far as who could win, who could jump in, and even the odds. Um, but without all that, the 4-on-3 is going to be absolutely sick. Just the lucha libre factor here is. I love Drago and I love Aerostar with his 10-foot flame that he shoots out of his can or whatever. Uh, Daga is so good. I'm hoping we get more Daga. Um, he deserves to be in the spotlight. He really does. He's so good. And Marty the Moth being a part of this now, love Marty the Moth. So underrated. He's certainly one of my favorites on Lucha Underground. And the fact that we get his crazy ass on his show, I'm just, oh my God, I'm almost getting goosebumps. I'm so excited for it. So as far as excitement and chaos, this could certainly steal the show in that aspect. But who wins this one? Ooh. Oh, goodness. I think I'm trying to think who won the last one. Wasn't like this last year? I know the whole event was like Lucha Underground versus Impact, but I can't remember. So I'm just going to say Team Impact wins. Because, well, I like rooting for the underdog once in a while. 9 out of 10 judges love Impact. You guys cracked me up. All right. What's next here? We talked about that. We talked about that. Just scrolling through stuff here. Making sure I'm not. Oh, yeah, this one. I almost forgot this one. My goodness. The intergender match, which originally, this was the first one that changed. And I think Eli Drake got a little bit of shade on this because he flat out publicly refused to do this match. I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just not his cup of tea, but they maybe should have asked him first. Or maybe this was all planned. I don't know. I haven't heard anything. And I don't want to assume anything either. All we know is that, like I said, Eli Drake publicly denounced this match and said he wasn't doing it. So, but now we have Tessa versus Joey Ryan. I think this is tremendous. I know Joey Ryan is not everyone's cup of tea, but I think he certainly brings a large dose of entertainment to this. What? Message retracted. What? Tessa over Joey Ryan. Okay. I know that's usually what happens, isn't it? Don't the girls usually beat Joey Ryan? Does Joey Ryan still do the boobplex? That's probably one of the more controversial things he does with the women in the ring. Obviously, he would have to have a good repertoire with them and trust him for doing that, because I'm sure it's, some people would look at that as, yeah, I'm not even going to say it. But anyways, it's it's tongue in cheek. It's comedy. It's which is one of the great things about Impact Wrestling. You've got great wrestling, tremendous women's matches, and you get a dose of violence, and you get a little bit of comedy. It's a well-rounded cup of tea. It's empty. We're almost done here. It's okay. Uh, need more. So who wins this? We'll say Tessa. But yeah, I'm a little surprised Scarlett Bordeaux isn't part of this event. But maybe, that might be one of the ones that gets added last minute. Maybe she'll make an appearance. Maybe we'll have a live smoke show. Who knows? All right, what's next? Got a couple left here. 1, 3, 3. Wow. More matches than I thought. Ultimate X. Lots of different faces, lots of different companies being represented here. We've got the late edition of Johnny Impact. Oh, goodness. Goodness. I hope I didn't just jinx this whole thing because I have a bad feeling about it. But let's not overthink it. Johnny Impact from Impact. Jake Christ from Impact. Wait, is that Jake? Yes, it's Jake. Dante Fox, aka AR Fox from Lucha Underground. Pat Buck from, I'm squinting, Wrestle Pro. Okay. Also found out that he just opened up a Creative Pro school with one. Oh shoot, what's the guy that always loses in WWE? Tyler? No, cannot think of it. What's the guy's name? Used to be Tyler something. Hawkins. Thank you. Kurt Hawkins. He has a school with Kurt Hawkins, Pat Buck, called Creative Pro. Cotto Brazil from MLW. Tremendous kid. Small in stature, but can do so much in the ring. And Lucha Libre legend, yes, I said legend, Jack Evans. So I don't know, is this okay? So it's an Ultimate X match, so it's going to be, hanging from whatever. Oh, this one, before they put Johnny in, I was like, okay, you could really throw it up in the air, and I don't know who's going to win this. I don't want Johnny to win, but I have a feeling if they're really going full bore on this heel Johnny thing, I think he may win. But for the sake of the rest of the guys and their talents, let's say, oh God, this one's tough. I would love. Who do you guys want to face? Critical Sting, you think Jack Evans? Blood Rain, you wish Dr. Wagner would come over. Hmm. Bien. Oh man. You know, to I want someone different to I want someone different here to win. So I'm gonna say Dante Fox. And that's in the hopes that maybe they'll use him more, but I don't know. Isn't he doing Evolve stuff right now? So I don't know where he is all wrestling for, but I'm not sure. Dante or Jack think you think Chris will win. Okay. Play into the storyline. Oh yeah, with the whole OVE versus Swan. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Good thinking there, Critical Sting. Yeah, I can see that. So, but nonetheless, these Ultimate X matches are always good. Um, some death-defying stuff there. Okay, we talked about that. We talked about that. Okay. Um, we got LAX versus MLW. And I think I heard what kind of match this was supposed to be, but I'm not positive. Let me look this up real quick. Um, Give me 2 seconds here. While I'm quick looking this up, who do you guys think is going to win this one? This is LAX versus Promociones Dorado. Low key and no, I can't remember what the guy's name is. Ricky Hernandez? I think no, Ricky, no. What is it? Dang it. Give me a second. There it is. Ricky Martinez. Come on. Ricky Martinez. There it is. Okay. I think Conan and LAX put out a challenge to these guys and requested a specific kind of match. I'm trying to look up the video on their YouTube channel to see if I can quick find it. I'm not seeing it. Oh, maybe they put it on their Twitter or something. I'm not finding it. Dang it, I thought it was on here. Oh well, that's okay. Um doesn't say anything. Doesn't say anything in the article. Okay. So LAX will lose due to cheating from Low Key and Martinez. Oh, well, there's that. I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. If and I'm sure Selena De La Renta is going to be there as well. I would love to see her there. Selena will assist somehow. You know, and I've talked about this on MLW reviews and how when I started watching this last year, she was very conservative, very laid back, was always in the background, but never getting involved. And now, within the last few months, especially leading up to Lawler getting his championship and low key trying to prevent that, they were throwing everything but the kitchen sink at him. And she was getting more and more involved. So, I last year I would have said no. This year I would say, yeah, you may be right. You may be right. She may, you know, do the classic trip up or something like that. So I'm gonna say, I think I'm gonna agree with you. I think, excuse me. And that feud, if you guys aren't familiar with it, does stem over from MLW in the sense of uh, promotioners, promotions Dorado versus Conan and his family of wrestlers. Um, that's been ongoing for a long time. Conan stealing the Lucha Brothers away from her was like a big thing at MLW. That was fun. Almost wrote it again. Hernandez. No, Martinez. Okay. But yeah. And the more I see from Ricky Martinez, he really is a talented young guy and low key, such an in ring vet. Um, he may go back to Impact. I would certainly invite that. He is such a good talent. And I think if he does, I think he's going to go for the one thing that has eluded him in the past, and that's the Impact Championship. So we'll see. We'll see what kind of relationships get built over the course of this week. I'm sure there will be some. This will carry over to low key times. Low key's time and Impact. Gio will return to help LAX. Is that the shoe thing that I've been seeing spread around online? The joke. Both he and Ricky feud and Impact with LAX. Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I know that Impact is working with MLW as far as, schedules, trying to, if they're sharing talent, you know, that's a good sign. So we'll see. But yeah, I think Loki and Ricky win this one. See how Anarchia was an Impact a long time ago. Oh, okay. It never worked with him and Hernandez. Oh yeah, that must go back to a time when I wasn't watching much. Okay. Last, is it last? But certainly not least. We've yeah, it's I guess the tickets to get in are holy cow, that's going to be late. That's going to be a late one, folks. Jeez Louise. That's almost an all-nighter. Just looked at the time. I was like wondering what the time for this show was. We'll get to that in a bit. Okay, we talked about that one, talked about that. And okay, so what it looks like the main event for this is, oh, it even says the main event for the first time ever will be the dream match. Okay, well, I guess that answers that question. Lucha Brothers versus returning legends RVD and Sabu. Wow. I know Sabu, at least I think he had surgery recently. I'm not positive on that. So I don't know how he's going to be. I have no doubt that RVD is going to be fine because I know he's still wrestling around. Maybe not as, like, quick as and spry as he used to be. He is getting up there in age. But Sabu has really been so beat up. Sabu got his Twitter suspended. I have no doubt about that. He has been saying some horrible things on social media lately. So, I mean, I respect everything he's done in the ring, but as far as what he's been saying publicly lately, not good. Not good. I mean, he should have like a PR guy. Not that he could afford one, but I think it's all the pain medication he's on. But I can't assume anything. I don't want to throw shade on the guy. It's not my right to. But man, yeah. We'll have to see how. I hope he does do well in the ring, because guys like the Lucha Brothers deserve it. They are some of the top guys in the industry right now, and them headlining this event together in a tag team match is tremendous. I know AEW is not having any events this weekend, but it would be interesting to see if the Young Bucks showed up at this event and did something to them. But I don't want to assume anything. I don't think, honestly, that they're going to be anywhere near these events this weekend. but it'd be cool. We'll see. Wonder if RVD would be open to take a backstage role in Impact Wrestling. Maybe work with the X Division. Maybe that'd be interesting. A PR guy like Iron Sheik has. Yes. Of course, Sheik would probably say, "Fuck the PR guy," because he says "fuck everything." I think the PR guy is also kind of like a life coach for the Iron Sheik because he's gone through some dark days in the past. If you guys have never seen the Iron Sheik movie that came out a couple years ago, you should see it. It was on Netflix for a while, and I think it was on cable on demand somewhere. I don't know if it was HBO or Showtime. I forget. But yeah, that was really good. Go watch it if you can. So yeah, this main event, Lucha Brothers versus RVD and Sabu. Oof, that's a tough one. Who do you think do you think RVD and Sabu can win this? How do you think they're going to book it? How would you book it? Leave it in the comments. And if you're watching this after the fact, please put it in the comments. Blood Rain says RVD and Sabu will give the rub to the Lucha Bros. Critical Sting. Tommy Dreamer makes an assist for RVD and Sabu. That's interesting because he's going to be working backstage with these guys. I'm kind of surprised he's not in a match. But like I said, he might be in one of those impromptu ones. House of Hardcore, I don't think, has a event this weekend either. But we'll see. That is interesting. Didn't even think of that Critical Sting. That's a good one. So yeah, I mean, there's lots of options of some hardcore guy could show up and do that. Any number of guys. I'm sure plenty of them will be available this WrestleCon weekend or week, whatever. Yeah, I think the Lucha Brothers will win. But I know the other two guys have some pretty big egos, though. So I think that covers all of them. I'm sorry, I missed a bunch of matches in the beginning. I didn't think I would usually do that. But anyways, like I said, I'm just going on a whim here. So, all right, that is it for this one. I may be back tonight. We'll see. I will be doing WrestleMania predictions. And I am going to be watching a lot of other shows this week. Still have to look and see what's on the calendar for what time. This one's on super late on the 4th. Going to try to catch it and stay awake for all of it. But nonetheless, we'll see you guys real soon. Thanks for tuning in. Much love and all that stuff.